This is the fun one. This one is where we find out how to give the equivalent of a dozen roses to our husband. And it's respect in public. The male ego is super fragile, like I said, with regards to communication. And so at minimum, he desires to be supported in public. And that means if you're in a group and he's speaking, you sit quietly. If you cannot say anything supportive, don't say anything at all.
That's so interesting. Can I share?
Yes.
So, no, I have very vivid memories of this, wherein I'll be trying to tell a story or a joke. It's a funny story at church. It's not a story with like business purpose. We're not doing financial matters, nothing that you need to keep records of. Okay? And I go to tell the story, and I say something that's historically off by a season or something like that. And you smile and say, no, it was ... And honestly, that's almost like flashback level emotion.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I usually will just swallow it, and because I just know, like, okay, well, here we go. She's going to tell it now. And I'll try to, like, let that happen. But, like, it's really hard to come back from that emotionally. It hits hard. And you're not trying to do that.
Well, and the validating thing in this research is that I'm not alone. Like, it's not just me, awful Meredith
I like this.
in the
I like
corner.
it. This isn't.
It's like
I said flashback level. I didn't say it was a flashback.
all women.
Yeah, right.
All women just. That's the way our brains are. Oh, it was this baby, or oh, it was at this time because.
And all men
God
are
made
going to
us
have
that
a
way
similar
for
kind of
whatever
experience where, again, like,
Yep.
the issue was not, like, I wasn't talking about whatever you're correcting. That was not important in the story to me. That was flowers on the wall.
Exactly.
And you just came in and complained about the flowers on my wall, making me look like I'm wrong in front of a group of people.
Right.
That I care about. And I don't, it's fine. If I'm wrong, that's great. But, like, did it have to be said? Right. It was just a funny story.
Yeah.
Right. Just to see that, the man outside of the house, like, it is about face, and it is,
and that means so much to them.
Yeah.
I had no idea, and often, obviously, women, we don't realize how much it impacts them. I mean, to a point where we think we're just teasing and being lighthearted and funny, and we're actually, like, shooting
Hurting.
poisonous darts at their heart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the teasing a man in public is, it's felt as torture. They do not think it's funny. And so the way to show our respect to our husbands in public is to always support him or not always. Yes, always. Whoa, what am I talking about? Okay, so we're always supposed to build him up in front of others.
That's nice. That feels good.
Not sow doubt in other people's minds or reveal secrets that we think are just funny little secrets, but to him are, intimate details of his life. But especially we are supposed to do this in front of other men.
It's not about never correcting. It's about the context of the conversation. And for the man's face, it's about who's watching. And his brothers, or men he doesn't know, who he has a natural animal instinct to be defensive against. If he doesn't know the man, he's a man and he's big, and you're going to be on defense against, right? Like, he doesn't want to be, like, asking questions about whether he's good enough at that moment, right?
Yes.
Or worried about, like, being told no. Like, hey, look, we need to run, family. No, we should go this way instead. Like it's all kind of tied together as a path. What needs to be acknowledged is that the struggle our society is having with reprobation does, in fact, lead people who are born with a certain set of pipes to really take on even like a hormonal imbalance without treatments, a shift toward behaviors and then mindsets there really are the other way. So you can find, and you can do this without full-on reprobation. There are men who act womanly, and there are women who act manly.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Yeah.
So it's spectrum kind of stuff.
But your comments to go with what you were talking about with regards to saving face in front of other men, that's right along the lines of what the research studies that I was reading were saying. And they were, to put it in the why terms for us ladies as we're trying to figure this out, and how do we respect and love our husbands and submit to them. My husband has been given the responsibility of me and my children, and it's something that he prides himself in. You have this big responsibility. You're also nervous about whether or not you can fulfill it.
Absolutely terrified to be a failure at father and husband.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you desire to be the protector and the one who can take care of everything. Like, that is in you, and that's something that's leading your every decision. So when he fails in one of those areas, it's like a failure that you hold deep within you.
Truth.
And it might not, to us as ladies, we might not even think that's a big deal failure. Like, not putting up the Christmas lights. Okay, whatever. But to him, he's supposed to be taking care of everything. And so if I say to another guy, oh yeah, my husband didn't put up our lights this year. Ouch.
Yeah. Right.
Ouch.
Yep.